Sounds pretty Latin to me. The Casbah. There's a colourful looking pub. To Richard Humanity Martin, MP, 1754 to 1834. Now Richard Martin was a local politician who gained the name of Humanity Dick because of his efforts to prevent cruelty to animals. He might well be one of the first crusaders for that cause in this country, perhaps even the world. I only drink on days beginning with T. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, as Latin as our guitarist sounded, these ladies with the fiddle and the octave mandolin, that would be Irish music if ever there was. Celebrating Galway as a food destination. Well, it is almost lunchtime, but before we stop for a break, at the end of the Latin Quarter is this famous old church, St. Nicholas's, Collegiate Church. It was established in 1320. There you have it, right on the entrance there. St. Nicholas Collegiate Church, AD 1320, 700 years. Celebrated only 3 years ago. Let's take a look inside. There you have the history. Founded in the 1200s by the Normans. Through various generations and additions, destruction, defacing, all the way to 2020, when it celebrated its 700th anniversary. That is some outfit.
Not too bad. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Sydney.
All right.
This is a 700-year-old structure. 500 years before Australia was discovered. How about that?
Yeah. What's interesting is that they can only say there was a chapel here since about 800.
Yeah.
But they have to say 1320 because that's when it's first written in a book.
Right.
But there was there was a place of prayer here.
No doubt.
But
no doubt, as is mostly the case with large cathedrals like that. They started off as a small church, friary, monastery. Yeah.
It's the oldest part really is over here, and then it expanded out as the trading went on, like the likes of they always talk about when Columbus was here.
Right.
And he went from here to Iceland, and then he went to America.
Columbus came through Galway?
Yeah, and it's written in his memoirs. You get a look at the smashed angels down here.
The smashed angels?
Well, you had, when the siege of Galway, you had the Cromwellians after the English Civil War.
Yep.
The Galway stayed royalist.
Right.
So they supported like the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
But it's about 8 years of sieging and different things, and then they got overrun, and the Roundheads came in.
Right.
And they're the Puritans, so they came in. And down here you can see they smashed all the stuff on the windows and of all the angels.
Right.
Carvings.
Right.
All the heads are smashed.
So why did they desecrate the church?
Because you weren't allowed to have a graven image. Not allowed to have an image, idol, as they're seen. So Puritans, so they're smashed. I mean, they must have been. I find it quite sad, really. But they missed one angel. And this fella here we call the Smug, because they obviously didn't look up.
The Smug Angel. Oh,
in the 1600s.
There you go.
He survived.
He survived because they didn't see him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that, and I think that's a lovely bit of history to think that, you know, there can be.
Well, at least one survived.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's the name that's captivating, the Smug Angel.
Yeah, well, he's just his look, and that's he's affectionately known as that. Right? Yeah, yeah.
Interesting little aside. Up here, that's the lepers gallery. So when the ships came into port, if anyone was suspected of having leprosy, they would be channeled into that part of the church so they could worship without the threat of spreading the disease.
Could be a shock, but anyway. Lovely to meet
Cheers.
you, mate.
Pleasure.
We see you again.
Cheers.
Bye, mate.
Thank you. Proper Irish chips, locally sourced. That would make them proper. Are they the proper Irish chips?
Yeah.
I might come back. Wow. Wonder what that cheese was sprinkled on top. But it'd have to be Irish cheese. Locally sourced Irish cheese as well. Well, here's an interesting landmark in Galway that I just about near missed. This is Lynch's Castle. Lynch's Castle is just that, a 4-storey fortified townhouse. It was built by John Lynch Fitzstephen, the Mayor of Galway, in 1490. There you go. You could just about walk past and not notice it, but it's one of Galway's most outstanding landmarks. Now the Bank of Ireland. I guess the fortification then would come in handy. How about that for a sand sculpture? That's amazing. Talent comes in all forms. Up on that wall there is a plaque, a sandstone plaque, and on it is written Johnny Massacre Doran, 1973 or 1975 to 2003. Now, Johnny Massacre Doran was a legendary street performer right here in the Latin Quarter, and his show would captivate the young and draw the affections and attention of the old. And on the 18th of July 2003, he died in a fatal car crash. And that sandstone plaque is all that remains, I guess, of his memory in this quarter.
My name is Johnny Massacre. You've been a fantastic audience. Please, please, please do not spoil it now. Thank you.
Johnny Massacre Doran. The name itself is enough to gain legendary status, let alone his performances. This is the Galway Girl. It's a tribute to a song written by Steve Earle and Sharon Shannon, an Irish musician. And she's sitting here right in the middle of the Latin Quarter. Now, as is usually the case, people tend to rub the nose or perhaps rub their hands for good luck. Well, that's it. That's it from Galway, and that's it from the Galway Latin Quarter. Cheers. See you soon.